Hello everyone. Through this video, we shall learn about fundamental principle of counting. Actually, this is the point from where permutation and combination concepts begin. This is the platform on which the entire story of permutation and combination exists. Now let's know about this in detail. So here goes fundamental principle of counting. Actually, there are two divisions under which we can study fundamental principle of counting. The first one is fundamental principle of multiplication and the other one is fundamental principle of addition. Coming to the next part, here in this section we shall go through some explanations on fundamental principle of multiplication. The formal statement of this principle, I mean fundamental principle of multiplication is: if there are m ways to complete a work and n ways to complete another work, then there are m into n ways to complete both the works. Actually, this particular statement will be more clear if we proceed with the next section. So here goes an example, illustrations with example. Suppose we have work A in our hand. We have to complete the work A. Now work A is to be completed into two sections. I mean in two sections, work A is to be finished. If any one of these two parts is ignored, the work will not be considered to be completed. So work A has first part as X and the second part as Y. So under fundamental principle of multiplication, both these two parts means first part X and the second part Y of work A are to be completed. Neither the first part nor the second part is to be ignored. That is why, as both the parts are to be taken into consideration, therefore these two parts are joined in terms of end. So we can understand that this n stands for the principle of, actually this concept implies the fundamental principle of multiplication. So here is an example. There are 8 boys and 10 girls in mathematics class. The mathematics teacher has to choose a boy and a girl, this term and a girl, to take part in mathematics Olympiad. In how many ways can the teacher choose them? So in this case, the main work, actually the main task to be performed is to choose a boy and a girl for Maths Olympiad. Now if we divide this into two sections, the sections come like to choose a boy, to choose a girl. Actually these two are the activities which is to be performed under this entire work. Neither to choose a boy nor to choose a girl can be ignored. Means selection of a boy and selection of a girl, both are to be taken into consideration. That is why both these two tasks are joined with this end. So where there is end, we can get some hint that we shall have to use fundamental principle of multiplication. Now in the solution part of this question, the number of boys in the class we have as 8. Then the number of girls in the class is given to be 10. Now this is the note which is to be taken into consideration. The number of ways to choose a boy we have as 8. I mean there are 8 boys. Out of these number of boys we can choose any one boy. Then after, the number of ways to choose a girl is equal to 10. That means there are 10 girls. Out of these 10 girls, we can choose any one. That means we have 10 options for choosing a girl. Now what is said here, as both are to be chosen, therefore both the selections would be taken into consideration. So neither selection of the boy nor selection of a girl we can ignore. So both will have to be taken into consideration. So as both has to be taken into consideration, therefore it will follow fundamental principle of multiplication. So the main thing to that is the main word to join the task is and here. Therefore we have what? The total number of ways to make the selection is equal to 8 into 10 is equal to 80. This 8 stands for number of options to select boy. Then number of options to select a girl is 10 here. So 8 into 10 we get as 80. Then after, let's take another example. A student has 2 pens and 4 notebooks with her. In how many ways can she use the pens and the notebooks? That means both are dependent on each other. Neither we can use a pen alone nor a notebook. Therefore, both has to be used together as mentioned in the question. Now, the main task is what? She has to use both pens and notebooks, and the sub activities are to use pens and to use notebooks. Means if we make these two tasks, I mean this entire task is this one. If I make separations here, I shall be getting these two activities uh, separately, to use pens and to use notebooks. Now both these two activities are joined by this word and. So in this case the solution is, here the number of pens is 2 because we had to take two options for pens. Then after for notebooks we have 4 options. Now let us check the notes here. Here neither pen nor notebook can be used alone because in the question we are asked to use both pens and notebooks, and is mentioned here. That is why again we have to follow here the concept of fundamental principle of multiplication. So what do we get here? Hence the number of ways to use notebooks is equal to 4 here. Total number of ways to use both will be 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. This into stands for fundamental principle of multiplication. Then next, here we get explanation on fundamental principle of addition. The statement is just a little bit of difference with the previous principle. That means there is a very minute difference between these two principles. It is just a difference of a word, but there is a huge difference in between the concepts. So what do we get here? If there are m ways to complete a work and n ways to complete another work, then there are m plus n possible ways to complete either of the works. Either means what? Either the first work or the second one. Means any one of the work is to be completed, and in this case the representation is in terms of this or either of the work, means either the first work or the second work is to be completed. So the possible number of ways will be m plus n here. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Illustrations with example. So here in this case work is A, the entire work is A here. If I divide this work into two parts, say it has two parts to be completed. Say this is the first part capital X and this is the second part capital Y. But for completion of this work, any one of this task is to be completed, either the first part or the second part. So the connection is represented in terms of or. So where there is or, it signifies the utility of fundamental principle of addition. So here goes the first example for fundamental principle of addition. Actually, the previous example one only I am taking here. Just there is a very minute difference. That is what? Or. In place of and, in this question, we shall be having the word or. So the question is, there are 8 boys and 10 girls in mathematics class. The mathematics teacher has to choose a boy or a girl to take part in mathematics Olympiad. In how many ways can the teacher choose them? Actually, in the previous example 1, under fundamental principle of multiplication, we had what? The mathematics teacher has to choose a boy and a girl to take part in mathematics Olympiad. But in this case, the change is what? A boy or a girl. So in how many ways can the teacher choose them? So the complete task is this one, to choose a boy or a girl for mathematics Olympiad. So if I make sections of this work, I shall be getting these two activities associated. To choose a boy, that is the first task, and the second one is to choose a girl. But both are not necessary to be completed. Only one out of these two is required. Means the person who is to be chosen to take part in the Olympiad can either be a boy or a girl. Both are applicable, but any one, not both. That is why this word or is used here. So after this, in the solution part, what do we have? The number of boys in the class is found to be 8 as mentioned in the question. Then the number of girls in the class is 10. After that, just let's look at this note. The number of ways to choose a boy is 8. That is already well understood, because there are 8 boys. Hence, we have to take 8 options here for choosing a boy. The number of ways to choose a girl is 10 here. So, number of options is 10 for choosing a girl. So, after that, what is written as either a boy or a girl is to be chosen. Therefore, selection of any one of these two will be taken into consideration. That means both boy and girl will not be required for taking part in the Olympiad. Either a boy or a girl, either a boy or a girl, or a girl will be required to represent in the Olympiad. So here goes the later part. Therefore, the total number of ways to make the selection will be what? From the boys we are having 8 options, and from the girls we are having 10 options. So when we combine these two, in total 18 options are there. Means in total in the class there are 18 number of students. I mean a boy and a girl, means there are 8 boys and 10 girls. So in total how many persons are there? In total 18 persons are there. Therefore any one of these 18 options we can choose. Therefore, in our hand, in total, 18 options are there for choosing either a boy or a girl. Let's come to the next example. Again, this example 2 is also similar to example 2 under fundamental principle of multiplication. The same question I am taking here, just with a difference. Let us see the difference here. A student has 2 pens and 4 notebooks with her. In how many ways can she use the pens or notebooks? So here in this case, again we are getting the term or. Yes or no? So where there is or, it represents the concept of, actually it implies the concept of a fundamental principle of addition. Now here in this case, the main task is what? To use both pens or notebooks. Yes or no? So if it is divided into 2 sections of work, in that case the first task will be to use pens. To use pens. Then after, the second task comes as to use notebooks. So both these two things, actually both the tasks are not required. Only one out of these two will be needed, either to use pens or to use notebooks. Therefore, or is written in between. Coming to the solution part. So in this solution part, what do we have here? The number of pens is given to be 2, of course, as mentioned in the question. Hence, the number of ways to use pen will be 2, of course. Then after, let's look at this note part, side note. Here, either pen or notebook is to be used alone, as mentioned in the question. Both pen and notebook is not a requirement, yes or no? Hence, we are to choose either of the pens or notebooks. That means not both pens and notebooks, either pen or notebook we have to use here. So here in this case, the total number of notebooks is 4. Therefore, the number of ways to use notebooks will be 4, of course. Means there are 4 options to choose notebooks, yes or no. So the total number of ways to use either of them will be what? 2 options from these pens we are having and 4 options from these notebooks we have. When we combine these two, ultimately the result comes as 6. In this case, both is not to be used. Either these 2 options for pens or these 4 options for notebooks we are to use. Combining both in total, we are having 6 pieces of pens and notebooks. So combining these two, any one of these 6 options we have to choose. Therefore, total number of possible options will be 6 here by fundamental principle of addition. Difference between fundamental principle of multiplication and fundamental principle of addition. What is the difference between fundamental principle of multiplication and fundamental principle of addition? Means let's find out what is the difference between these two principles, what we had learned under fundamental principle of counting. The basic difference is the fundamental principle of multiplication. The performances of all the activities in a given work are to be taken into consideration. Means the performances of all the activities in a given work means whatever activities are there under a given task, all those activities will have to be considered, means all the performances will have to be taken into consideration. While on the other hand, the fundamental principle of addition, performances of any one activity among all the activities in a given work is to be taken into consideration. Means suppose in a particular task there are several activities are to be performed. In case of fundamental principle of addition, the performance of any one task under this main task and under this main activity will have to be performed, and that has to be taken into consideration. So the basic difference is this only. In case of fundamental principle of multiplication, all the tasks will have to be taken into consideration under the given work. And in the second case, the fundamental principle of addition says what? The performances of any one activity of all the activities under a given work will have to be taken into consideration. So this is the necessary informations regarding fundamental principle of counting, which can be studied in 2 sections: fundamental principle of multiplication and fundamental principle of addition. Thank you.